name's Nicholas. I'm a medical practitioner. I was introduced to the Phytoscience team by Mr. Ngosa together with Mr. Zulu. And at first, I didn't take it lightly because previously I've had people approaching me. You know, there are quite a number of uh, companies that are promoting different products. So I was quite hesitant, but upon looking at the crystal cell itself, I took time to learn more about it. Because what I didn't want is to more like interfere my practice, my profession, uh, together with this. Because meaning if I had to convince someone to take this, and meanwhile, being a medical practitioner, I would know if the thing is really working or not. So I had a bit of tough time, but I had to go through and did a thorough investigation on my own. And thereafter, I discovered that the product um, was quite effective. And I only came to know about it after I had clients, because where I work from, the medical facility, I would have clients coming through with different ailments. And the first client I happened to have was a Somali national who had diabetes, and it had actually progressed to an extent where she would feel pain. The whole body would be in pain, and you would try just to relieve the pain. You give her some painkillers. It will just relieve for just for a few hours. Then she'll be back, and she would cry. And it used to be something that used to really put me off, because you know there is really nothing that you can do for that client. Because looking at the medical uh, solution, there was really nothing. So eventually, I tried to introduce her to crystal cell, and it actually worked wonders. At first, she was a bit hesitant, and she said, "What is this thing you are giving me?" And I just convinced her to say, "Try it. I know it will work for you. What if it gives you problems?" I really assured her to say, "No, it won't give you problems. If it does, then get back to me. You know my office. You just come through the way you have come." So thereafter, she got some confidence, and she proceeded. She took just three sachets, and she saw a very big change. The time it came to the seventh day, everything was done. And she came rushing to say, "What's this magic you have given me? I've never seen this before. I've taken so many types of both herbal and other medical products, and nothing has worked out for me. But this thing has really worked." So she took some more, and she told me to say, "If I'm going to stay like this for some time to come, I'll bring clients to you. I'll bring more clients." And I thought she was joking. So she stayed for a month plus. Then she got back and she told me to say, "You know, this thing is really working. At first, I didn't believe you." And she started bringing clients. As I'm speaking right now, she's been bringing fellow Somali nationals, because you know our colleagues are not so, they are not easy people to convince when it comes to medical care and these other medical practices. They would, you know, want to get more, and whatever you tell them, that's what they expect. So they have actually been advertising for me. I've not been out there doing the advertisements, no. They have created a group for the Somali community living here in Lusaka, and others as far as Ndola, even in Somalia. They do buy products and send them to Somalia to their colleagues, because they say there is a breakdown of healthcare in that country due to the war. So every time they are actually bringing more clients, more and more clients. And there are other, our fellow Zambian nationals, they are as well supporting us. And just 2 weeks ago, one of Mr. Zulu's grandmothers, um, the grandparent had a problem. You know, he had some sort of a memory loss, and you could have some sort of episodes of flight of ideas. You'll be talking about soccer. In a moment, you go just, he starts talking about something else, such that you even get lost. What is he trying to say? And upon assessing him, I said, let's try him on Crystal Cell, of which we did just one sachet, the one pack. Upon completing, I'm sure Mr. Zulu will be able to testify on that one. It's never the same. It's very, very much okay. And another client called me just yesterday who bought one sachet of Crystal Cell for a parent who was hypertensive back in Ndola. And it has done wonders. He called me to say, I need more. Because he actually promised me to say, if it works for my dad, I have a lot more of the extended family members who need this kind of help. So I'm so grateful about what Crystal Cell is actually doing. It's doing wonders, and I'm proud because it has not only improved in my status in terms of financial state, but it has actually boosted my image as a medical practitioner. Because the level at which I was before I was introduced to the Crystal Cell network and where I am today, it's a different thing. It's totally different. Because even people would come and say, have you seen such a small medical practitioner? What is he going to do? But the same people would say, no, don't underrate him. He's great. He's good. Because of Crystal Cell, I'm so grateful.